The evening air was crisp as Marcus guided his sleek black sedan through the quiet suburban streets. Lisa sat beside him, still glowing from their perfect dinner at Romano's. Her laughter filled the car as she recounted the waiter's clumsy attempt at serving their dessert. "That was amazing, honey," she said, adjusting her elegant dress. "Best anniversary dinner we've had in years." Marcus smiled, his hands steady on the steering wheel. "Anything for my beautiful wife." Suddenly, red and blue lights flashed in his rearview mirror. Marcus's heart sank, but he remained calm. He pulled over slowly, hands visible on the wheel. Officer Blake approached the driver's side window, flashlight in hand. His stern face showed no warmth as he tapped the glass aggressively. "License and registration," Blake demanded without explanation. "May I ask why you stopped us, officer?" Marcus asked politely, reaching for his wallet. "Suspicious activity. This car matches a description we received. Step out of the vehicle, both of you." Lisa's eyes widened with concern. "Suspicious activity? We were just having dinner," I said. "Step out. Now." The tension in Blake's voice made it clear this wasn't going to be a routine stop. Marcus stepped out slowly, his hands raised and visible. "Officer, we haven't done anything wrong. We're just heading home from dinner." Blake's radio crackled as he called for backup. "Unit 47 requesting additional units. Got 2 suspects here matching the description." "Suspects?" Lisa exclaimed, quickly pulling out her phone to record. "We're not suspects of anything. Put that phone away," Blake shouted, his hand moving toward his weapon. Marcus immediately stepped between them. "Lisa, keep recording." "Officer Blake, we have every right to document this interaction." Blake's face reddened with anger. "Don't tell me what rights you have. You fit the description of car thieves in this neighborhood." "Car thieves?" Marcus remained remarkably composed despite the accusation. "This is my vehicle. I have the registration right here." 2 more patrol cars arrived within minutes, their sirens piercing the night air. Officers Johnson and Martinez stepped out, hands resting on their holsters. "What's the situation?" Johnson asked. "Possible stolen vehicle. These 2 are being uncooperative," Blake replied, pointing at Marcus and Lisa. A small crowd began forming on the sidewalk. Neighbors emerged from their homes, drawn by the commotion and flashing lights. Marcus looked directly at Blake, his voice steady and confident. "Officer, I think you should check who you're really dealing with before this goes any further." The warning in Marcus's tone made Blake pause momentarily. Marcus reached into his jacket pocket slowly, maintaining eye contact with Blake. "I'm going to show you something that might change your perspective on this situation." He pulled out a leather wallet and flipped it open, revealing a golden badge that gleamed under the streetlights. "Detective Marcus Thompson, Internal Affairs Division," he announced clearly. "Badge number 4729. Blake's confident demeanor crumbled instantly. His face went pale as he stared at the badge, then back at Marcus's calm expression. That's impossible," Blake stammered, taking a step backward. "Is it?" Marcus asked, his voice now carrying the authority of his position. "I've been investigating complaints about excessive force and racial profiling in this precinct for the past 6 months." Lisa continued recording as more neighbors gathered, their phones now capturing every moment. The crowd murmured among themselves, sensing the dramatic shift in the situation. Officer Johnson approached cautiously. "Sir, if you're really internal affairs, call Captain Rodriguez right now," Marcus instructed. "Tell him Detective Thompson needs to speak with him immediately." Blake's hands trembled as he processed what was happening. "You can't be. You were just driving while black in a nice car through a wealthy neighborhood." Marcus raised an eyebrow. "Exactly the kind of scenario that generates complaints against officers like you." The growing crowd watched in stunned silence as the tables completely turned within 10 minutes. Captain Rodriguez arrived in an unmarked vehicle, his expression grim as he surveyed the scene. The crowd had grown to nearly 30 people, all holding phones and recording. Detective Thompson, Rodriguez nodded respectfully. I apologize for this incident. Blake stood frozen as his captain approached him. Officer Blake, you're suspended pending a full investigation. Turn in your badge and weapon immediately. Captain, I was just following protocol. Blake began desperately. Protocol doesn't involve racial profiling, Rodriguez cut him off sharply. You had multiple complaints filed against you this year. The gathered neighbors began clapping and cheering, showing their support for Marcus and Lisa. An elderly white woman stepped forward from the crowd. We've seen Officer Blake harass other families in this neighborhood, she declared loudly. It's about time someone held him accountable. Marcus put his arm around Lisa, who was still recording everything. Justice isn't just about catching the bad guys, he said to the crowd. It's about making sure those sworn to protect us actually do their job fairly. Rodriguez shook Marcus's hand firmly. Your investigation just got a lot more evidence tonight. As Blake walked away in shame, the community stood united, knowing that change was finally coming to their neighborhood.